Hi friends, I'm here on a quick Craft with Anna adventure down Halloween memory lane. Let's start with some die cut paper strips and a piece of black and purple spiderweb paper. I've got a really dark Halloween photo and there's no contrast between these two, so wow, look at how much better these pictures look. I'm inspired by a recent blog post of Shamel Lane's, and she used some paper strips and she just kind of ran them down the page. So I'm going to see what I can do with these, and I love the way the pink glitter of these Queen & Company die cut paper strips. It just pops. I mean, when is it not fun to use glitter, right? And so I'm just kind of playing around and picking out different colors from the picture. But you know what? And I'm just going to say, this is not the page for me to work on today. Put these pictures and the die cuts off to the side with that, and I'm going to pick a new background paper for this photo that I've really been looking forward to scrapping. Look at how easy my page is coming together. I'm just pulling materials that I've gathered prior to building this layout, prior to actually even taking the pictures. Anything that I saw that really kind of reminded me of a fall night, the warmth, the textures, and I just gathered them all in a 12 by 12 page protector. Slip this little border strip back here. It was already cut. I just had to cut off the little tag, and I'm looking to see, okay, my husband is looking in this direction, so that's where I'm going to start building kind of like my title journaling space here. And I'm just going to keep building up my layers as I go. Something about the bottom of this corkboard is just telling me to cut it, so I'm going to try with my paper cutter. And it doesn't cut very well. I tried twice. Now I'm going to get my decal edge scissors out. Oh, now there's a blast from the past, and I cut it, and guess what? Sometimes it does help to measure. That's not something I usually like to do, but word to the wise, if you want it to look, you know, better than just good enough, it does help to measure sometimes. Not that I'm going to let this get in my way of, you know, creating a fabulous page. I'm going to go ahead and attack this piece of canvas, and it's really easy to cut. So I'll just go ahead and fold it, and then I was going to cut into the middle, and I decided, hey, I can just fold it one more time, and now I will have a perfect banner edge. Multiple banner edges. Easy as that. Okay, so I'm going to look for a journaling card to go here, like a die cut journaling card. Here's a cute one, but the colors don't go at all with what I've got. Here's another one. It has a frame. It's by We Are Memory Keepers, and so I'm just going to tear the frame off. Now, when you're tearing die cuts, if you pull towards you, then any chits that get left on there, they will tear to the back, so you don't have to worry about it ruining your die cut. You can also cut the edges off with scissors, any little leftover tabs that are holding on there, or you can use a sanding block like this. I don't recommend sanding over your workspace, however. I just wanted you to see what I was doing. So once I've got the edges all sanded, I can go ahead and replace that other piece there, and I just like this so much better. It's got some of the same colors, but it just seems to go better for me. Maybe it's the phrasing. I don't know. I like it. I'm going to keep it. Now I think it's time to start building up some embellishments. Here's some stickers that are really cute, and they already have words on them. I'm just gonna kind of, I think I'll put some down here, maybe on top of this burlap. Nothing's glued down, so everything's kind of shifting around, but that's okay. That's how I like to build things, and I'm not quite sure where I want to put my stickers yet, so I just place them off to the side on my craft mat. I could also just keep them on the sticker sheet or cut them out to move them around. And I like the way they layer up. Oh, where am I going to put this one? I could kind of start my visual triangle on the top. No, I like it down here. Now, I'm trying to get rid of my stickers, so I'm just going to cut around these two leftover stickers and get rid of the packaging. But before I do, I don't like these stickers. I'm going to put them back on the packaging. I'm so fickle today, but it's okay to change your mind. These are your pages, they're your memories. You can put whatever you want on there, and as long as the sticker lets you, hey, peel it off and start again. Oh, I'm already loving these. The leaves, I'm just imagining leaves sweeping across the page. It was a really crisp, clear night. This porch where I got the picture of Rainey and her dad trick-or-treating, the lawn was covered. It was a huge oak tree. I wish you could see the pages a little bit better, but As you can see, I'm just literally sprinkling the leaf stickers onto the page, and however they land, I'm saying that's pretty good. Yeah, I like the way that looks. If it doesn't, you know, I can move the sticker. I'll let chance rule my page a little bit. Here's a little tab I can fold over and start building on this little leaf pile. That can be one area of my embellishments, and then I'll put this tag over here. If I layer it in between some layers that are already down there, that's going to create a lot of visual interest. And I'm looking to create a visual triangle here, so I'm not quite sure where I want my other tab to go. I want one more pop of green, but I'm not sure where it's going to go yet, so in the meantime I'll just continue building. You know, all this stuff sliding around is really kind of irritating me now, so I'm going to go ahead and glue. And you'll see I'm not being particular about where I glue. I just lift up a corner and put a dab here and there, here and there, here and there. I can always go and secure things later if it doesn't seem like they're sticking. I can also glue down stickers if they're not working. Here's a look at my workspace. It's looking kind of messy here. Here's my sticker pile I'm using. Here's the magazine I was looking at for some inspiration. Some other little sticker piles and some paper tape I was using on some cards I made earlier today. Want to show you my cards? Yeah, I've just made these with my scrap bucket here. I think they're pretty cute. Can't wait to send them off. And don't forget to sign the back of your cards. It's like my little PSA. Sign the back of your cards. Okay, how about this die cut strip down here to kind of set off the bottom? Run a little strip of glue, set the die cut down, and figure out where I want to cut it. You probably would want to cut it before you put the glue down, but I wasn't working that way. Now I am already having so much fun putting this page together. Oops, a little glue squeezed out here. Just kind of try to push it back in with my fingernail. I can always cover it up with a sticker later. Okay, here's another piece of scratch stuff that I was practicing a little border punch on. How does it look up here? How is it going to look when it runs off the page? I always have to keep that in mind because I don't usually cut off the edges. Before I cut, what does it look like if I slide it over? Oh, I'm so glad I didn't cut that time. Scooch it up here with the leaves, and I think I want this leaf to go over the top of this lattice. That's what it reminds me of, lattice. And I'm going to tear this edge off over here because the other side is torn. I'm tearing down towards the paper so that the white core of the paper doesn't show. That looks good. Now I think this is where my other corner is going to be. So let's try it out with the circle tab up there. Yeah, I like that. Got my visual triangle started. Oh yeah, here we go. Now let the fun really begin, right? Now let's really get the party started with a little mist, okay? This is Tattered Angels in Sienna, and it's really easy to just pull the stopper out and tap a couple little drops here and there. I don't need big drops. I just want a couple little splashes of color. They're really not even going to be noticeable. It's okay to have things that aren't noticeable though. Those are the little details that you know you put on there. Alright, I think it's time to start adding some stickers here, some more stickers like letter stickers, and maybe build a little title, figure out what my journaling is going to be. I've started laying down my letter stickers. Had to go check the spelling for Vischer. North Vischer Street is where we were doing our trick-or-treating this year, and I also grabbed a quote off of Google. I was inspired by this Brave Soul sticker, and so I grabbed a quote about courage. And once I've got all my little letters squished in there just so, I can use my Creative Memories brown fat-tipped side of the marker to put my quote down, and I'm fake writing it to see how my letters will fit on the page instead of going over it with pencil first. It works for me. So now I'm ready to commit. Cursive writing, it's you got to think about it while you're doing it, or at least I do. But it's so beautiful. It gives it just that certain little elegance, and I wanted my printing to sort of mirror the print style that was already on this die cut. Now I can add the quotist, and I don't know if I'm saying this right, but I think it's by Lao Tzu. My husband was dressed as Muammar Gaddafi this year, and I just think that is so nutty. And I'm going to put some acorns on here. I will know that that is my way of thinking what a nut he was this year. And this last little nut can go down in the corner. So now I've got my 3 areas of embellishment with some extra little things on here. Put my dad sticker down there and wrap my baker's twine around the tag, and I've got these buttons. I happen to have just read Wicked and Son of the Witch, so I've got Elphaba on the mind. I saw this Wicked Witch type sticker on the My Mind's Eye chipboard button set, and I don't know if I want it to go on the side or in this cluster. It's like, if it's on the top, is it still in the cluster? To me, she looks like she needs to be flying in the sky, but then I remembered I have that glue here, so that's where I'm going to go ahead and stick it. Tell me what you think. Do you think it should have gone up in the sky, so to speak, or is it good where it is, down on the tag, within, you know, the greenness of the three visual clusters? I don't know. I need feedback, people. Here's a little button that has crows on it. And you know, the fun thing is, I could have dressed these buttons up with some baker's twine, but I like them just the way they are too. And now I'm looking for one more to go in that third area of embellishment, and I found one that has, it's like a banner, so the side of it is decorative, and I'm going to put that decorative side right over the photo. So that was fun. We got to use some decorative edge scissors, which is, you know, rare. And my page came together really quickly. It still seems like it's lacking something to me, and maybe I'll find something additional here in my sticker storage sheet. Let me show you how it works. I have a cropper hopper, basically for each season, and a couple other things. You can see that on another YouTube video of mine, and I just put everything that's kind of fall related. This one's called Fall Harvest, so everything that's like harvest, fall, autumn, pumpkin picking, apple picking, they all go in the stickers portfolio, and then I can easily see a lot of different things at a glance. And so when I get done with all of this stuff, I'll just slip them in the pockets as well, and they'll be put away and ready for the next thing that I make. And you can find a video about my sticker storage collection on my blog here. Here's another fun little storage place I've made for my paper tapes. It's an old checkbox. It needs some bling and dazzling on the outside, but it's on its way to being repurposed for fun. Glance at my little bag of tricks as I put some of these papers back in for my, I've still got a couple more Halloween pictures to scrapbook. So, well, thanks again for joining me on another Craft with Anna adventure down Halloween memory lane. You can find more information about this page and some other things that I've been up to on my blog under the post #Halloween Memories. See you next time.